Hey Gemini, welcome to your quarterly reading for January, February, and March. I am Charlene, Lizette. Let's dive in and see what's going on for you this week. We're going to get 3 cards for January. Okay, interesting how those cards wanted to flip out in the beginning, and I was like, oh, we're just going to put those back because that seemed aggressive. But look, they came out again. Okay, February, Emperor, nice. Okay, liking this energy here. Interesting energy so far too in terms of major arcana. It feels like the beginning of every month will kind of start off with a proverbial blast off, okay, if that makes sense. Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Can I just get one? That 10 of Swords kind of wanted to flip out, but unless it like truly comes out, I'm not going to take it. 9 of Wands, okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords. Okay, so let me tell you something that I've been learning so far, Gemini, as I pull out the rest of your cards because we're diving into a lot, all right? So get comfy. A lot of modern day tarot readers haven't really read or researched the original meanings of the cards. And so we are working off of a lot of the modern day, signifiers, rather than looking at all of it, right? When you become a student of any esoteric knowledge, magic, spell work, crystals, tarot, astrology, etc., one becomes the most well-versed when they are able to learn all aspects of something rather than just one aspect of something. Knowledge is power, okay? In modern astrology or modern tarot, the 7 of Swords is looked at as this card of like deceit, thief, lies, that kind of stuff. There's this cunning and strategy aspect to it. But really, when we look at this card as a whole, this card indicates someone who is strategic, someone who very much is looking out for themselves and has decided after the 2 of Swords of inaction, right? Because he leaves 2 swords behind. He's only got well, in traditional tarot anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In this one, he's got all 7, but in traditional tarot, he leaves 2 behind and he has 5, okay? What they're really doing in this card is they are taking all the swords with them because they rather not deal with it. They rather be in avoidance of the conversations that need to be had or the stuff that needs to be worked through, because swords is very intellectual and you are as well. At the bottom, rather underneath this, you have the Hanged Man and then you have the Hermit card. What I'm actually seeing here is, and throughout these 3 months, this energy is very present as well, especially as I look down at the cards. This is why I'm going this direction right now. The less that you deal face on or head forward or whatever the saying is, like the less that you deal with the fears head on, remember and remind yourself that, you know, these fears, you have the capability of destroying them and removing them from your life. The more that you will be pulled into deeper spiritual work, shadow work, etc. For some of you, you may need to go down that path straight up. Before you can be victorious, you may need to do some deep, deep spiritual work, the Tower here, okay? For others of you, I think that you're starting to realize that these patterns of behavior or these habits or these ways of thinking are simply now keeping you in a state of stagnation, and they're keeping you limited. I almost feel like you're growing exponentially, you're expanding, you're reaching new levels in your consciousness and your awareness and your spiritual journey, and you're like, well, where do I need to still, or what's my blind spot? That's the best way to explain it. And that's what the next 3 months is revealing to you. Your blind spot and how to strategically start working through it so that you can now finally amass the great wealth that you deserve. When we look at the tarot spread, we got the Star here, the Queen of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. When I look at these 3 cards, the first thing that comes to me is the fact that you have these 2 beautiful, powerful, potent cards, the Star and the Queen of Cups, but all you can see is the 5 of Pentacles. And the reason why I see all you can see is the 5 of Pentacles is because you wrap up January with the 5 of Pentacles. So even though there's so much healing, opportunity, wish fulfillment, blessings, and luck here, and with the Queen of Cups, there is you tuning into your intuition, you tuning into your emotions, you feel like you're all alone. But you're not alone. The universe is literally gifting you transformation, healing, wish fulfillment. The universe is literally gifting you this innate power to be connected to source consciousness, okay, and to your higher self. So it's not that you're out in the cold. It's that instead of looking for help or being open to receiving help, you're thinking that you have to be devoted all by yourself. But reality is, when we look at Vesta, the asteroid, and we think about what Vesta means and devotion, this is you devoting you to you, and also knowing that there are other people who will devote time, energy, space, etc. for you to be able to heal, to evolve, to grow, to expand. The fact that you got Priestess as your amulet from STARSEA Jewels, this is all about spirituality. This is all about self-love. And the Queen of Cups and the Star are indicative of that energy. You would benefit tremendously from really recognizing your ability, your power, your gift, okay? As we move into February, I think this is where the tides turn a little bit, because we start off with the Emperor. So you build this rigidness here, but almost because it's a method of self-preservation. So I actually think it's a really good thing for you right now, where you start building really strong boundaries and you start looking forward to you, your success, your empire, your stability, your security. And you realize that you've been carrying this weight of the world, this wands, this burdens, this difficulties, challenges with you for a very long time. And it's just not helping you anymore. It's not serving you anymore. It's not doing you any good. And you're starting to come into the space where you're like, I really need to shift my frequency, my vibration, so that I can plant new seeds. For some of you, this could very well have to do with money mindset, wealth energetics, creating steady cash flow into your life, removing blockages around money, stability, security in your life. And I think that as you move into February, you are going to start seeing that there are opportunities being presented to you, so and new seeds being planted, new messages being delivered to you around how to cultivate, foster, and grow your money in a very stable and secure way. You're also creating balance as well in your life around your finances and around your boundaries. I bring a perfect state of harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Now, this is where the things get magical, and that is at the end of, at March, at the end of your quarterly reading. You go from the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, to the Queen of Pentacles. That is huge. Okay, that's like quantum leaping, leveling up, taking the world by storm, and just doing something incredibly powerful. And you do this, you're able to do this massive quantum leaping because you become a student of spirituality, of the universe, of magic, of the power that's available when you connect directly to your highest self and source consciousness. Maybe you take a course on money. Maybe you take a course on self-love. Maybe you start reading more about quantum leaping. Maybe you start looking into like law of attraction, Neville Goddard, okay? All that kind of stuff. Because you start recognizing, Joe Dispenza, okay? Maybe because you start recognizing that you need to study more about where your limitations are coming from so you can release those limitations. And March is going to be a month where you're going to be doing a lot of work, Gemini. You're going to be putting in that effort. This is the wounded warrior energy with the Nine of Wands. This is you hustling. This is you grinding. You're almost done the hard work so that you can put the burdens down. And so I see what you're doing here is literally leveling up in the most spectacular way. And as we wrap up your reading before we dive into love, we have forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. And that's exactly what you are doing. You are reclaiming your power on so many levels, Gemini, all right? Let's dive into your love reading. For those of you that want to study with me, learn with me, I'm opening my applications. I'm running a Soul Revolution 9-week container. It's in the description box below to apply to work with me. You can also book a session with me, take my tarot certification. Everything's at my academy. The one thing I will invite you to, because it resonates with your reading, especially with the money growth here, is my Money Magnet workshop, which is happening at the end of February. Okay, for 2 hours, live and interactive. I'm going to teach you how to uncover what your prosperity potential is. We're going to create an actionable abundance plan in your life. We're going to talk about wealth energetics, wealth psychology, and how to master your mindset to attract wealth. We're going to work through blockages. You're going to learn literally how to create steady cash flow and get into that vibration, that energetic frequency, to help you attract money into your life with ease, with bliss. No more scarcity, no more fear. So that's in the description box below if you want to join it. The early bird pricing is on until the end of the month. we have reconciliation and the Hierophant here. So I think the spiritual journey that you're on may also open up new pathways to love. Let your friends help you. And the Page of Cups. This could have been somebody that you dated in the past before, and you kind of, may have left things a little bit not open, but like, when there's still words that need to be said, there needs to be closure here. Nine of Swords and the past life relationship. I do feel that this romantic relationship that you've been working through, healing through, having to let go of, having to come to terms with what it did to you here in this world, right? And in your conscious and your subconscious, the releasing of this, the letting go of this, the working through of this, and the healing of this has a direct reflection on your abundance. It's almost like somebody may have tried to take your worth away, and you're recognizing and realizing how you played an active role in that, and you're cutting the ties, you're cutting the cord, you're doing whatever you need to do to reclaim your power here in your life. And I think that this first quarter is really devoted to you, Gemini. All right. And after this first quarter, then the world or the sky is the limit. Okay. Here's this Pluto and Aquarius video I put together, which I think will be very helpful for you to understand how powerful this year is when it comes to abundance, financial security, and stability. And if there's any other thing you need from me, drop it in the comments. And ditto if you want to work with me, it's all in the description box below. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.